Welcome to Shibuya Station. That right there is the Hachiko Family Relief art display that is now behind walls, where they're going to be removing the art after almost 35 years being a meeting spot, an important place for a lot of residents, tourists alike. It's sad to see. This is all you can see right now. You got just the top part of the statue. I said statue. It's actually an art relief. We're going to talk a little bit about this sad state of the renovations happening here at Shibuya Station for us right now. What is going to be eventually a beautiful place. I went across the street and you can see here it's just a mess. Shibuya Station, and it's really sad that I guess they really had nothing out there. I think they discussed this for a very long time. That's why the news, when it happened, was quite abrupt about a week ago. You can see the station area just under a lot of construction. There's not a lot that they can do. I guess you can't destroy it. What they're gonna have to do is find a way to remove it and put it in a museum, because for 35 years almost, this has been a part of people's everyday lives. And when it opened up in 1990, this was sort of a big deal. A lot of kids remember this was the meeting spot. I came here in 98. You can see here. Hold on a second. I came here in how you doing? I came here in 1998, and one of the first places that I came in Tokyo was, of course, Shibuya, because it does attract a lot of international visitors because it's sensory overload. I think the Lonely Planet, or the guidebooks at the time, had Hachiko Scramble Shibuya on the cover. I mean, this is we're talking like 1995, really way back there. I think Lonely Planet, and that's how we got around here with the Lonely Planet, and it really talked about this area because of how bright and vibrant and crazy it looks, right? It just got so many colors, and a lot of it hasn't really changed over the last 25, 35 years, but it's going to. This used to be I think it was the Tokai Bank. That was my bank way back in the day, back in 1998 when I first came here. I was Tokai Bank. So now it's Q Front. It came in around the same time, at the turn of the millennium in 2000. And if you saw Lost in Translation with Bill Murray, that movie, you saw the dinosaur walking across there. That was when it was brand new. They just newly renovated it recently. They have a second sign up there now, so double the ad revenue. But this is like part of that old retro Shibuya that they're kind of losing right now. The department store, Tokyo department store, this wasn't the Honten, but it's now being redone. The basement's still open. And over there is this Hachiko statue, of course. Of course, right over there, you see it. Where is it? There it is. Usually there's a line of tourists to take a picture there, so you can't just do that. This used to be like a police box or something, I think, back in 1998. When I came here, I'm even having trouble kind of remembering it. I'm looking at this video. If you go on YouTube, you can find a lot of old videos from, this one's from 1990 from Lyle. I believe he still lives here. And you can see the images from 1990, just not long after this opened. It was pretty vibrant back then. You can see just brand new. You got a glimpse of the Hachiko Family Relief. We're going to talk a little bit about the statue and the artist behind it. That was when it was brand new. You can see how life has changed so much in those 35 years with the style. Look at the haircuts, the suits. This is the end of the bubble era. Did you see that they were taking tickets manually? Look at that. The hairstyles and everything. It's pretty retro. People were pretty plain back then. And this is Shibuya Station, which is under some great changes right now. So there you go. Go and subscribe. There are a lot of retro videos, videos from the past there. So I wanted to take a look at, I found some production notes on this art installation. So let me look at this really quickly here on the right side. This opened up on March 29th, 1990. It's a relief. That's the type of artwork it is. It's 4 meters by 15 meters, 4 meters high, 15 meters long, of Hachiko. And it's really interesting because the artist of it, here's some notes here of the production work from 1990. The theme of the work is, what if Hachiko had a family? Hachiko was a lonely man, I guess dog in life, but in fact he had a child named Kumako. Hachiko had a child, really. And this is based on the artist's wish to depict Hachiko, who was lonely in life, as happy being surrounded by a large family. A rainbow appears in space with the sun, moon, and twinkling stars, with Hachiko at the center. Around him are 20 Akita dogs, large and small, playing together, reminiscent of a large Hachiko family that later grew up. Based on the original painting that artist Kitahara spent nearly a year drawing, the mural is made of more than 1,200 ceramic panels with bold relief. And you're seeing that live right now. Shout out to Daniel. Do you feel that Shibuya is its touch losing its touch? A little bit. It's losing what it used to be and reinventing itself to what it can be, perhaps. That's one way to look at it. But you can see all those tiles that were put together, slapped up there in the bubble era of Japan. You see on the right side, did they take that down or did that fall off? That's kind of surprising to me, actually. I don't remember that. We're starting to see I guess they're gonna have to take it all down. Maybe they take it down and then put it back up in a museum. This is how they have to do it. Tile by tile. But it really does need to be in a museum, and it should be preserved as part of the history of the station, because just so many people have spent their lives in Japan meeting up in front of them. Kids that were kids, now adults. They're the lawmakers now, so I'm sure that there's a lot of love for this statue. Artwork. It's called Hachiko Family Relief in Japanese, I believe. Hey Christian, how you doing? So it's right here. You can see the station is really undergoing a lot of renovations, even from the Google Earth renditions right now that we see so much work going on here, a lot of cranes, construction. It's completely transformed from what it was in 2015. Excuse me. It seems like a lot of construction started at that time. Most of it has to do with the JR station right there, and you can see there's the relief map, which will no longer be on the Google Earth soon. So this is going to be historical as well. Yeah, the Tokyo department store is just a pit right now, sort of working its way up, and a lot of new buildings. There's Shibuya Stream, high rises coming up over the last a few years. Now Google's headquarters are in there. Apparently the Wi-Fi is really good in there. I've been there a couple of times. It was really good. I think I got like 1 terabyte up and down and all that stuff. But you can see it's really just a big construction site. So as a result of that, they are changing a lot of things here, and things that have to go. You see, like, I thought this was like a marble, but this is actually like some sort of see-through design. I think they changed it up. I don't even know what it was, but it looked like a marble front to Shibuya Station. But now we see through it because they've completely removed the wall. But it has to keep its the sign, right? There's a lot of changes going on. I'm going to take you over to the relief, get one more look at it, so we can say goodbye live together one last time here at Hachiko Scramble. A lot of people are coming. The signal is bound to get worse and worse as the day gets by. If you ever want to live stream here, you got to do it before 11. I'm not joking. All right, we're going to try. This is on a selfie stick. We're going to try to get above it all. I don't know if anyone's going to yell at me, but I mean, it's not like a secret, right? But I'm kind of curious to see what's going on down there. Can you guys see down there? I'm holding the stick, so I can't really see too well. But it's one last look behind the wall there. I guess if they didn't want me to film it, they would have made a higher wall. I don't know. You would think, right? But this is all that we got to see right here. Just a wall. Sorry. Oh, I just did ton. I hope that doesn't bring out some worker, pop his head out and go, hey, what are you doing? But yeah, you can see Shibuya not the cleanest place in the world, which is why you either love it or hate it. And for me, I'm kind of... For tacos at Guzman, how did you know that? Hear me go. How did you know that? That's where I might be headed next. Oh my God. I prefer frijoles. That's a local brand. But if you're in Shibuya, that's sort of a go-to place, I guess. Yeah. There's a lot of signage here. Hachiko Gate has been go to the left side. So there's one last look here. So there's a lot of... It's kind of sad to see that. Yeah, that is Irvin Irvan's logo, isn't it? Happy Lunar New Year. Savage Gamer 88. All right, we're gonna take a quick look at the Hachiko statue, which has been here since the 1930s. By the way, there's a brother statue. It's the same Hachiko, but it's in Odate up in Aomori. And it's, I think, the same maker. It came out the same year, or maybe a 1 year difference. But this statue is not the only one, but it's the most famous one just because of its location. And you get to be in the video if you're standing in front of him, so that's kind of nice here. But you can see there's a line of tourists that wait for the picture. And you know what? In just a couple of months, these cherry blossom trees are going to make it even more beautiful. They've lit it up with LEDs. So I wonder if they take that down for the sakuras that open up around March 25th. We'll see what happens. But Irvin, he's in Brussels right now. What? I know it's Irvin because you super chatted 1234. It's like your calling card. You know, it'd be better, Irvin, if it was in reverse. But you kind of already got there. That's really kind of you. Thank you, brother. I will see you hopefully when you come back to Tokyo real soon. There's a lot to talk about, brother. There really is. Now, I used to work for this chain up here. Oh, now Brandania is joining in on this. You totally made it live, Brandania. You were in another live stream just a couple of days ago when I showed you catching the fish there, the koi. This building, I don't know how much longer this one's gonna be there. This one looks like a throwback from the 1980s, but I used to work for Eon right there when I didn't get into the JET program because I totally botched the interview at Washington, D.C. Embassy. At least I got an interview. Back then, there weren't a lot of people. Yeah, I ended up getting a teaching job there, teaching children. Expedited. It only took 5 weeks after I interviewed with them, and they said, how would you like to teach kids? And I said, I'm basically a kid myself, why not? And in 5 weeks, I was in Japan training in the middle of summer. It was an amazing, amazingly fast trip. Usually with the JET program, you gotta wait like 6 months and stuff. Amity Eon put me in there in 5 weeks. I was ready to go. Some good times there. Yeah, and there you go, everybody. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I don't want to drag this out, but over the course of its history, 35 years, this has been such an important part. And you know, we've lost already a ton of stuff. We've already lost a ton of stuff in the Shibuya area, so it's not really like a surprise anymore. But it does, because if you look at Lyle's video here, you can just feel like the history and how it's all being left. And this is in a way, this was my history because I came here just 8 years after he took this video. And this relief art has been a meeting point. You can see there's some kids meeting up. These people all have gray hair right now. They're 35 years older. Shibuya Station was a much different, and was still a very crowded place. but it's gotten even more crowdeder because of all the tourists here, because Japanese population is decreasing, but visitors to Shibuya is increasing. So they're really renovating the station, try to put investment in. This started well before, about when they announced the Tokyo Olympics back in 2015. And the relief art will be gone, Randania. So you're getting one last look. There's a wall there covering it. And it looks like it's already falling apart on the right side. I can't remember if that was like that or what, but I think they're gonna take it down tile by tile and put it in a museum. That would be what my assumption, because it's just, again, it's part of history, man. It really is. Shy Chameleon writes in, no! Christian, to the museum. Yeah. It's a little chilly today. Got to go get myself a burrito. I can't go home empty-handed. Herman made sure I got 2 of them. It is beautiful. I mean, I like that rainbow. I like the tiles. It was real. When I got here in '98, I looked, boy, this looks like it came from the 70s. No, it didn't. It came from the bubble era 90s. It was probably an artist who was inspirational from the 70s. It does look like a real throwback, but it's only 35 years old, right? But Tokyo's a city that's always going to be moving. It just doesn't stop. And this is the one thing that I love about Tokyo. It's that it's always reinventing itself, I'd say, every 5 years. If you came to Japan every 5 years, you would find a totally different city. Well, not totally, but you'd find a very different city. And prone to exaggerate just a little bit. And catch myself and correct it. Erica, I was hoping to go back this year, actually. Why are they removing it? It's just because of the renovations. You can see they're already, not renovations, like complete change. I showed you a couple of years ago, and see there's buildings going up over there. This building went up. I remember when this was just a hole in the ground, and there's another building here blocking the sun. This is going to be up, and by the end of this year, you're probably going to see massive progress, and this area is going to be really dark, actually. But because of that, they simply cannot keep it. So I guess they tried to find a way to keep the wall, but they just can't do it with the heavy construction that's going on the other side of this. The entrance to Hachiko, you can't even get on the train from here anymore, Erica. It's closed down right there, so you have to go around to get into the station. That's just temporary. That'll probably change. Let's cross the intersection. We'll take a look at it from another side here. This is where the signal starts to get weak as we go to the other side. Thanks, guys, for the super chats. I appreciate it. It's still the end of January here for YouTubers. It's February 1st, though. Tomorrow is Groundhog's Day, or in Japan, do you guys know what holiday February 2nd is? It's a day that my son gets to pelt me with beans and chase me around the house as I dress up as a demon. It's always the foreign husband that does it, apparently. Peter's the same way. You get 45 seconds across. Then you gotta wait 90 seconds for the light. And these cars come fast after that light changes, so you gotta be on the move. I think they made it shorter to see how many tourists they can knock out. It is real nice. Oni be gone. Setsubun. Who's the winner? None of your business that you are the winner. Setsubun. Right, we eat a big maki roll at the supermarket, or you can make them yourself. Supermarkets will have them half price if you go there at 7 p.m. I might have been, oh no, not these darn things. Honestly, there's too many that are going by per hour. There's some media is counting them to, maybe we're gonna see some changes in 2025, but yeah, I'll be donning the demon mask tomorrow. I don't think I'll do it live, but if I do, Like there's another group going by. He's in his Pokemon outfit, like Logan Paul. Really? Irvin Irvan is guilty of that. It's kind of neat to see it from different angles. 90 seconds and it changes again. I heard a rumor that they were going to change this, they're going to get rid of the basketball street name to Sentagai. I think basketball street, I guess they're trying to grow the sport in Japan. I don't know why, but I heard there's a rumor they're getting rid of basketball, calling this basketball street, and that happened like about 15 years ago, I think. Remember when I first heard it, I'll meet you at basketball street, and I'm like, what? Why? What's that? Ichimaru-kyu. There's another staple. Again, this building is very like retro in style, right? Bubble era. A lot of history in there. It looks it too when you go inside. You know, when I came here 27 years ago, it looked brand new. It felt brand new, and now it feels, you walk through those low ceiling places inside of there, it just feels like, it feels its age now. And that's when, if you want to be, yeah, stupid, you got to get the tourist. That was not smart, lady. It can be really dangerous. They flow, as soon as the light changes, they fly through here. They moved the platform. A lot of changes have happened. I love that monitor at the Shibuya stream up there. They got some interesting videos that are produced. Like, there they go again, you see? There's too many per hour going through here, so they might limit the amount of companies because it's just growing to a ridiculous level. The first accident of a fatality that those carts are done. Look at those people waiting. Back in the day, they said, what is it, 15 to 25,000 would cross every hour? Or was it every minute? I can't remember. There were some statistics I saw like 15 years ago that had my jaw drop. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the carts, but I've never ridden them, so I shouldn't knock it too hard, and I should say that I haven't ridden them, but as somebody who's driven in Tokyo, I'm not attracted to doing it with a go-kart. Maybe it's more fun, but it's already stressful for me. So there you go. I don't know. I think we've said our goodbyes. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below. I'm going to try to cut across. This is really hard to do. Do you ever try to cut across going against traffic? It's really hard. It's like the weave going in between people. It's really hard. It's also artistic when you do that. Very artistic. All right, there's Tower Records over there. I may or may not be going in this direction. Gosh, Irvin knows me better than I know myself sometimes. I don't know. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. I'm glad that we could at least have one last stream. I don't know when they're going to be taking it down, apparently real soon. But we got a chance to check it out together one last time. It's like People's Frogger. Yeah. I'm happy that we get a chance to check it out one last time. Shibuya, you know, I got a love-hate relationship with this place. I think it's too crowded. That sensory overload is worn off. But still, I got memories here, man. I got a lot of memories here. In 2005, before YouTube even existed, I had a PD-170 Sony camera with mini DV cassettes. I was doing things pretty high quality back then, even then, to try to teach people English. And I used to live in Futako Tamagawa, which was about 10 to 14 minutes, depending if you get the express train on the I can't remember the name of the train line, the Tokyu Denentoshi line, right? And I would stand. In 1998, sorry, not 1998. No. I started that in 2005. I moved to Tokyo in 2005, and I would stand in the middle of the square there. Not a lot of tourists back then, hardly any, mostly English teachers. And I would interview Japanese, asking them in English, you know, and try to teach them English. And we didn't have internet this is what I did before I did YouTube, right? It's an interesting story. So I would make video CDs, not even DVDs, video CDs of the videos, and I think I had about 25 customers that I would send them to. It didn't last very long. Once a month, I would make a compilation, and it was like a subscription service I was trying to do. But once Steve Jobs held up that iPod video, it's like, okay, this is done. I better just change to video, digital video. And that's what I did, and here I am today. It was NHK reporting in 2008. Started YouTube right after the great Tohoku earthquake when everybody was leaving Japan, and tried to do my part to get people to come back. So I got some history. Yeah, I took a video from that location about 30 minutes ago, just to get a view. You're not supposed to. Apparently, you're not supposed to. You have to buy coffee. You're not supposed to be filming from the window, but I did. I don't know. No one yelled at me. No one looked at me. No one stared at me. No one even acknowledged me. So, but I wanted to just get a historical look back of the view from up there. Look how dirty the window is. You have to zoom past it if you can. Yeah, you know. It is what it is. All right, everybody, I got to get going. I'm hungry. But if you have any questions, if you also want to share some memories, leave in the comments below, because this becomes kind of a record of, like, a historical archive of this area. Just like Lyle's videos from the 1990s, this is going to be kind of like that. And, you know, I hope that this video that Lyle put up there lives on. I'm really appreciative of it. Go and subscribe. He's got some pretty good retro stuff there from the olden days. But these live streams are also going to be part of that record too. And I'm proud to do it. The longer I stay here, the more I kind of feel the changes. And I know that a lot of you have been visiting Japan for many years. A lot of you have been multiple times here, and you also feel that as well. You want to see the changes happen, you want to say goodbye, and you want to say hello to the new things that come, which inevitably in Tokyo every 5 years does. This place, again, it reinvents itself. That's the great thing about Tokyo. And in about 2 years, Shibuya is going to look completely different. So soak it up, everybody. Irvin, soak it up. Well, you'll be here in a couple of weeks, so. not too long ago. But soak it up. This view is going to be completely different. Just like when the Hikarie building on the far left side there came up in 2011. I was like, what is that building? The skyline has just been changing and changing and changing, and this is going to be something of a view in 10 years. You're like, what? I remember. I was there with John live. Mata ne.